Hi everybody, it's Bizzy Bahdee, and I am here with Press Class Production at Coda, Philly with the Architekt. This guy is an amazing producer and DJ. We just saw his set, and I really am so excited to finally actually meet you in person. So I've been following you on Twitter for a bit. I've been Twitter, SoundCloud, I've been looking at everything. So it's really awesome and nice to meet you. So thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the consideration.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I love your beat drops. I have a soft spot for beat drops. So when you're making a track, like where does that come from? Like how do you know when to switch it up, when to put the beats in there, and like where does that come from? Like how do you know that? If you can even tell us the secret, the magic behind the the veil.
It's a two-part process. For me, I like to start writing my drops first, and then build the song around that idea. And then I had this thing where I try to pay attention to when I feel immediately bored with what I'm listening to of my own music. And I try to stay very critical of my work to the point where I embrace the fact that I'm able to get sick of my music very quickly, because to me that means that like whatever I'm hearing isn't catchy enough or the part isn't quite right. So yeah, it's a certain subtle feeling that you're like, okay, it's time to bring the next part in, or the next build up, or maybe add in a tighter drum arrangement or something that brings into a dancey element. So it is like a sixth sense that you develop over time,
Awesome. So I must ask, so what's your favorite sound? Like for me, I'm like, oh my gosh, the beat. I live for the beat drops. I like boom, like I love that. So do you have a favorite sound, like a favorite portion of the song where you're like, ah?
Well, I mean, I feel like I tend to write a lot of what people in the dubstep world call growls, and they're just like these really weird, organic, it sounds like a mouth, like of a monster or something. So those are the most fun for me to make. But I also really like, I have a soft spot for like really screechy sounds too. Like that's why I got really into like Skrillex and stuff like that. There's something about some of those sounds, they like, it activates like a primal thing in your brain you can't really explain, you know what I mean? And I think attempting to chase down those frequencies is really interesting,
Okay, because I have to admit, like when I listen to some songs, you don't realize something's missing until you hear something that has it, and then you go, "Oh my gosh!" Like that's what all these other songs were missing. So to have that ear to find it and to realize what that is absolutely just beyond amazing. So I know, so like I said, I've been following you on Twitter. You also did, so this is the BloodxGold concert. So we have Bok Nero coming up later, Jahlil Beats coming up later. You did a wonderful job on the ones and twos earlier. So another one, I really liked the other one. You did that, you killed it. You also have the Big Blood remix, right?
Yes. Well, that's doing pretty well. I think it's number 4 on the Beatport charts for dubstep right now. Trying to break the top 3 hopefully by tomorrow.
Absolutely.
It's actually, I want to tell you this story. Can I tell you this story? Because it's kind of funny. All right, so I kind of invited Bok to join me on stage a bunch of times at EDM shows because he's a great MC. And I knew he was coming to this one show I was playing at District 9, which is across town. And it was for this this show that actually, like, there was footage from this show that went viral on the internet because the kids were just breaking the venue. And I think a lot of that has to do with what me and Bok went out there and established early in the night. So before then, I was just messing around and I felt a strike of inspiration. And I was helping Bok with this mixtape at the time, so I had all of his vocals on my computer. So I'm just like writing this song. I'm like, this is like the hot sound of right now. Like I want to have a song tonight to play that's new or whatever. And I was like, I need a good vocal. So I went and I just grabbed the Bok Nero vocal from like something that was already on the mixtape and just put it on. And they were like, oh, we're gonna use that for the mixtape instead now. I was like, nice.
Was that another one? Yeah. Oh, that's. No, I mean that was a really good. And I will say there was a really good mixtape. It had a lot of different artists featured on it, but I remembered the opening, and you did a wonderful job working with him on the opening. And you did a wonderful job here. I know you weren't opening here. You're a little beyond opening at this point, huh? Right? But you did an absolutely wonderful job. I loved your mixes. So now I'm gonna kind of switch. I'm gonna switch bases. Before we get into what projects you have coming up, can you tell me a little bit about this jacket? Because I'm a little bit envious, and I kind of like it, and I don't want to pet it too much because then it gets weird. But can you tell me a little about the jacket and who created it and how it came to be?
So I shout out to my manager Jake. He put this whole thing together. He's friendly with a designer. His name is Stevie Boy. He goes by the company SB Shades, and he's pretty famous for his work with Lady Gaga. Like when she first came out, you remember like the album cover where it was like the big gigantic sunglasses.
Yeah.
So he's like really famous for like, you know, accessories and eyewear. And if you Google him, like there's Rihanna wears his sunglasses, like everybody. So
I will be Googling him.
Yeah, so he's really, really great. He does like fashion shows all over the world, and he really just hooked me up. He was like, you know, this is my guy right here. Like I like what you're doing, and he was able to understand my vision for how I wanted to, because I had a jacket that was similar to this prior, but it didn't quite bring it enough for me. You know what I mean? I wanted something a little bit more like, you know, cutting edge, and you know he's got the most. He put studs on things you would never even think of putting studs on. It's hilarious.
These are some pretty ridiculous studs. I had to admit.
You got these ones here on the side and everything.
Oh wow! Along the whole. I feel like I violated you just a tad. But no, this is a really great thing. So I'll shift right back into the music. So if you can let me know a little bit about, I mean, the summer's coming up soon. People have tons of stuff for the summer. Where can we expect to see you at? Do you have any projects planned? Is there any, what can we expect from you coming up?
Well, I have a 5-track record coming out on Impossible Records that I'm very excited about. 5 dubstep songs, and they're all very, very different from each other, which I think is difficult these days. I think a lot of people are making the same thing over and over again. So I put a lot of pressure on myself to not do that, you know? Yeah. So I'm pretty happy with it. There's vocal features on every single song, so it really has the feel of a record. It doesn't feel like a bunch of beats, you know? So I'm happy about that, and with that in mind, I'll be promoting that record with like a slew of shows that I'm lining up, and they'll be kind of disjointed between now and like the winter time, but that will be all the shows that I play within the next 6 to 8 months is technically like a Deadly Styles tour. So, which is the name of the record, by the way, Deadly Styles. So it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna technically start this quote-unquote tour at Dreamscape Festival, which is in a couple weeks. And that's it's right outside of Baltimore, kind of in between the border of like Maryland and PA, like right around there. So that'll be a great way to start it. And I'm looking at a couple of other festivals this summer. I might take the offers for, and a couple of other out of town places. I know I'm going to be going to the DMV area, you know, Virginia Beach perhaps. So yeah, just trying to get to as many East Coast cities as I can this summer, you know.
Well, make sure you check out Firefly, because we go down there and we get RVs when we go there. Like it's absolutely nuts. It's messy, but it's nuts. Awesome. Well, again, I definitely appreciate you taking time out after a show, after a crazy set, to come up here and talk to us and let us know a little bit about what's going on with you, what we can expect. Just to close out, if you can let us know where we can find you at on social media, just so they can keep up with you.
Well, I was smart about this. I decided for it all to be the same. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, even Snapchat is all at I am the Architekt, and it's not the exact same spelling. It's a slightly different spelling. It has a K at the end, like before the final T. So it's Architekt with a K at the end. So
can you spell it just in case?
At IAMARCHITEK. That's a tongue twister. TEKT. Say that 5 times fast.
I won't even bother. But awesome. You can check the link below. It'll have all the details that we are trying to explain to you now. It's the internet. It's awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I really do. Definitely appreciate it.
Thanks again.
Awesome. Thanks. Hey everybody, it's Bizzy Bahdee, and I'm here for Press Pass Production at the Blood and Gold show at Coda in Philly. So I am here with the one and only William Aston, who just put on a wonderful performance downstairs.
How you doing? How you doing? I'm William Aston.
Awesome, awesome. So if you can, for all people who might not know who you are now, so I've had a wonderful introduction, but if you can kind of let them know a little bit about your type of music, the vibe you're trying to bring, your inspiration behind it, that'd be like super awesome.
Yeah, like she said, my name is William Aston. As far as music, I mean, whatever mood I'm in, I try to make realistic music that hit my emotions, because I know other people, you know, feel that, you know, when it comes to real music, you know what I'm saying, real emotion, more people feel that than just trying to, like, you know what I mean, everybody party, but sometimes you want to hear something that's hitting home, you know what I mean, and then sometimes you need stuff to escape, so I do make the party. I make, like, stuff for the rest of the week, for, like, the whole week, honestly, yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So how long have you been making music? Like, how long have you been up to this?
All right, well, I'm 22 now. I want to say I've probably been rapping since I was, like, 18, 17,
Oh wow, so that's not long at all.
Yeah, I mean, every black dude, period, has sat down and tried to write a rap. So not as far as taking it serious, probably, yeah, like probably 4 years now. But yeah, like I played basketball first, and right after I played basketball, it was like my 11th grade year. I was like, man, why not try rap out? You know, who my DJ is now, DJ Key, shout out to him. He convinced me to rap. You know what I'm saying? And I did like a freestyle that like went crazy in my school. It was Look at Me Now. It was a freestyle Look at Me Now, like the Chris Brown song. Remember that?
I remember.
Yeah, and it went crazy. Like I got like 5,000 plays like in like, you know what I'm saying, a couple months. So it was like something big. Even though that was 5,000 is like pretty cool now, but like back then, so everybody just was like, yo man, yo, so yo, what's up, man? I sing, man, what's up? Like, nigga, I'm still in school with you. I don't know, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's basically how I started though.
Okay. So how would you describe your music? If someone had to put it into a genre, what genre or genres, plural, would they put it in?
If I had to put my music in a genre, I'd put like, honestly, I'd probably say like unknown, cause like I make so much kind of music, but like I like that. I'll say it's gospel, if you want to say that, because if you can I curse? Yeah. If you a young nigga, I'm talking about all the real shit that young niggas is going through. I mean, you got relationship problems, you got, you know what I mean, get money aspirations, you got, yo, these cops is bugging me, my mom is getting on my ass. I make all that kind of music, so I say it's gospel for the young niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Awesome. So just so that they can follow up on this gospel that Mr. Aston is speaking, tell me where they can find you at on social media, online, so they can follow up, make sure that they're at the next show, or make sure that they know when the next album drops, mixtape, etc.
Well, you can actually follow me in real life. Say no. My name is William Aston, as William Aston. So if you just check me out on Instagram, shout out Hilardo Chris, he walking out the back door on the left side. All right. And then you got Twitter. It's William_Aston. It's some strong ass nigga that took my name, William Aston. I think he sell real estate or something like that. And then Facebook, William Aston. Snapchat, William Aston, if y'all want to follow my every little move like that. But SoundCloud, William Aston, William Aston. Yeah.
Well, I definitely appreciate, after awesome performance you had earlier, taking the time to come up here and speak to us. Definitely means a lot. So thank you so much, and best of luck in your future endeavors.
Make some noise for Tandem. Free to go.
Hey everybody, it's Bizzy Bahdee, and I'm here with Press Pop Production at Coda, Philly, for the Blood and Gold concert with the one and only Jahlil Beats.
What up?
And worldwide Bok Nero. Awesome. Well, they just finished an awesome set on stage, and I'm so happy to be able to join them backstage to talk a little bit about the Tandem artist Bok Nero and kind of what you guys have planned going on. So just tell me a little bit about, so you just killed the crowd, your energy, just in case they don't know, let them know a little bit about how you flow, like your whole vibe and how you connect with the audience.
I mean, well, I'ma always just do me and bring what I have to the table as far as a creator, you know what I mean? And my energy is just gonna be different all the time, and I'm always gonna try to give somebody that experience, you know what I mean? Because that's what matters when it comes to live performances. That's what it is.
Awesome. So you guys have been making a lot of moves since the launch in January. Like y'all hit the ground absolutely just running, like killing it. So I know recently Bok officially signed to Tandem with a joint contract between Tandem and Zenbach. So that's Steve Aoki's label, right? So can you tell me a little bit about how that works and how you guys decided that was like the best way to position him?
Well, the situation with Denmark was, you know, we worked out a relationship with Steve Aoki through his management. Me and got the same management. And, you know, we just, shout out to my boy Rata, you know, he brought Bok to us, and it all made sense. It was just, you know, everything came together at perfect time. It was like destiny, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, right now we got the JV deal with Bok Nero and Denmark. We're working on the EP right now with Bok and Steve Aoki. And that's pretty much it, man. We just want to give y'all music that y'all vibe to.
Awesome. Okay. So on his EP, Steve Aoki is going to be on it? Or you're just working with him on creating?
Yeah, we working with him on it, yep.
Okay, awesome. Like, that's like super duper exciting. Okay, so for you, so we got the EP coming up. What other projects, what else can we expect from you so far? Like, I know we thought in January, but clearly things are progressing a little bit way faster than I expected. So what can we expect to see from you in the upcoming months?
I mean, we're gonna drop BloodxGold Volume 2. That's gonna be like nothing that you've ever heard before, and that's just a teaser to what you can expect on the EP. You know what I mean? Because the EP is gonna be something new that's never been done before. You know what I mean? You're gonna have house production, and you got Jahlil bringing the hip hop culture to the EDM mainstream. You know what I mean? So it's just gonna be a different animal.
Awesome. And when you say something we've never heard before, I absolutely can agree with that. Like, I honestly think that if you guys put something together, especially with Tandem and Zenbach, like, this is going to be something new, and I'm so excited to hear what it is. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to speak with us. I definitely cannot wait to touch base in like a couple more months to see exactly how much further we've gone. So awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.